especially this evening. I'm still glad today this Mass is connected with the Mass, healing Mass, through the intercession of St. Pio. Ultimately, we know why we are here, right? We come to Mass, especially through the intercession of St. Pio, because we are afraid. Yeah? Mainly we are afraid. Afraid of so many things. Some are understandable because of, I don't know, childhood trauma, perhaps. We are afraid of so many things, and it is understandable. But Jesus said to the 12, do not be afraid, fear no one. Fear no one. Is that possible? Is that possible not to fear? It is. It is possible. But at the beginning, at first blush, of course we would feel afraid. We would feel afraid. When I was invited by the late Bishop Camilo to serve for life here in the Gulf region, I was really afraid. I don't know what was in store for me in these countries, in the Avona countries, Bahrain, Kuwait, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia. I was extremely afraid. But eventually, it died down, trusting in the Lord. I still am afraid. I'm sure many of you are still afraid of so many things. But then again, I repeat, Jesus said, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid of those who kill the body, but cannot kill the soul. What does that mean? The body. St. Matthew used a particular word, Greek word. I don't know if some of you here are Greek speakers by origin. St. Matthew used the word soma. Soma. I'm sure you've heard of it. Psychosomatic. Yeah? It begins in the mind, the psyche, and ends with the body. Manifested. Fear manifested in the body. So some dry skin, anxiety, whom they say sometimes causes. When I was reading the Gospel, it says here, all of your hairs are counted. I unconsciously touched my head. All your hairs are counted. Realize, am I touching my head? Mine is easier to count. Less I get Anyway, it says there, do not be afraid. But St. Matthew used the word soma, which means body. We have seen many saints, especially the martyrs. It's not that they did not care about their bodies. They were not afraid. Like the prophet Jeremiah, he proclaimed God's prophecy for the people because he was not afraid. His friends left him, his family, I suppose, as well. But he proclaimed God's love anyway, so they denounced him. He was not able to see the results of his prophecy. He did it anyway. He had a sad life, actually, Prophet Jeremiah. So St. Matthew used the word soma, as I said earlier. And very interestingly, the word soma also means another thing. It also means another thing. It also means slave. It's a rare word used in the scriptures. It also means slave. So Jesus would say, we can rephrase it, be not afraid of those who kill the slave, but cannot kill the soul. In this light, we may understand why we should not be afraid. Because Jesus asks of us, do not be afraid if the slave in you is killed. So we ask ourselves, am I a slave of what? Am I a slave of money? Am I a slave of riches? Am I a slave of comfort? Am I a slave of lustful thoughts, lustful actions perhaps? Am I a slave of others' opinion of me? Am I a slave of that, of those things? So Jesus asks us, let them go, let them die, so that you may be free, you and I may be free. I don't care anymore what other things about me. I mean, if I'm doing the right thing, why would I care what other people say if what I am doing is following God's will? You see, dear friends, fear hinders our spiritual growth, our personal and spiritual growth. Fear paralyzes us. So let go of that fear that kills the slave in us. Let go of that fear of the death of our slave in our bodies. We let go of those things. So dear friends, in this Eucharistic celebration we ask St. Padre Pio to help us, to heal us from this slavery, from the fear of letting go of our slavery inside of us. Jesus would say repeatedly, do not be afraid. Have we asked the question, where did Jesus learn that phrase? From Mary. From Mary. And where did Mary learn that phrase? From the angel. When the angel Gabriel said, Mary, do not be afraid. And we are very sure that Mary taught Jesus that very same thing. And now Jesus tells us the same. Be not afraid. Dear friends, we ask the Lord in this Eucharistic celebration, in the breaking of the word and the breaking of the bread, to heal us